I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Natasha Jonas, Miss GB. She fights out of Liverpool, England, and won the WBO Junior. Jelena Mrdenovic, who fights out of Canada and has won multiple world championships in multiple weight classes.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
And with that, let's go into the ring.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Liverpool, England, here is the 5-time champion at 64 kilograms, a 2-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas. Fighting out of the blue corner from Hay River, Canada, a women's 3-weight division champion of the world, Jelena Mrdenovic.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. No defense for that hook. So much firepower here. Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
You're getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent. All laid out there.
Nice hook. These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. You don't want to trade shots. They exchange punches. These two were made for each other. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance.
And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighters always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Missing with the hook. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Nice slip to avoid the jab. That counter shot lands. Oh, and that shot hurt Natasha Jonas. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Now they've got to wake cope, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good counter shot by her. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Mladenovic just got caught. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next? On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot by her. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Jab slightly off target. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Hold her right there. Natasha Jonas on wobbly legs. Down goes Natasha Jonas. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Natasha Jonas in trouble. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that. Back at it in round 4. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Does well to block that left jab. How about that time counter shot? Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Nice job getting that punch through. Insane action. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Good defense on the right uppercut. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to... On to the fifth we go. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
The straight right just misses. She scores with that counter. You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. She wasn't ready for that counter. I guess showboating is part of their plan. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. There's the bell for round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won.
I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it and you've got to be confident.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Perfect counter lands. She launches a punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They're both trying for a knockout. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I need you.
There's the bell to start round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
quick punch scores. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. She got clipped by that counter. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The courage on display here is incredible. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
Let's talk about Natasha Jonas in that last round. Well, she gets a minute break here, but I'm sure she wishes it was 20 minutes after being dropped twice. Round 8, and we're off again. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. She got hit by a punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
That right hook catching air. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. So it was certainly close. A big majority win.
A majority decision. You know what? I've got to agree. There's no argument there. I totally get it. I see where they're coming from. I see the scoring they've done. I wouldn't even argue with it. Maybe one round either side, but good call, good shout.